How is that game winnable? The draw was so good. Well, Mask they had, like, the whole game. Alright, well, we finally have a turn 2 Lethrai Ranger, if we can cast it. And we have a Plague for a Grenadin Drone, if we can cast it. Alright, I think we are in good shape. The shape we are in is a nice one. This is a nice shape to have. How greedy do I want to be setting this up? They played nothing. I kind of want to get some more infiltrates in play, if I'm being honest. I could also just give Lethrai Ranger flying here. Like, I don't actually care about these. It seems really clean, though. No pause. No pause. Yeah, I could have set up Fnatic. No pause. There's the shoot sharps. Alright, so now I'm just going to kill shoot sharps here. Could have maybe waited till it was a problem. Could have just played another Fnatic, got greedier. And now I get to do this. So they played nothing, so that's fine by me. Alright, let's an execute. Not too shocked to see an execute there. Not too shocked. They probably have another one. So would I rather get a 5-5 or Fnatic down? Let's just get a 5-5 and pressure the hell out of them. Plus I could save Frostkin for the execute combo. Delish. Venom Spine Hydra. Terrifying. They're also dead. Alright. Opponent curved down to a Venom Spine Hydra. They were just dead in the meantime. Can you imagine how awkward that game would have been if we didn't draw that Shadow Sigil? But we're playing 7 Primal Sigils, 7 Shadow Sigils, and 3 Film Banners. Like, you know, come on. We were going to draw the Shadow Source. Meh, on the play, we might get the free amulet hit. We'll see what happens. 4 power's kind of a lot. But I like that I can just play Stranger, and if I don't get to play Amulet, I get to draw cards. Like, sounds good to me. Eastwind Heralds. So I can make them, I can force them to chump block with Eastwind Herald here? And then I have Levitate the next turn if they don't have Execute? Yeah, alright. If I trade a Feln Stranger and an Amulet for an Eastwind Herald and an Execute, that's not the end of the world. That's like, okay. Alright, they have Execute. Like, if they didn't have Execute, they would have had to have a Flyer. It does feel not great, but they have to have exactly execute to punish that line. Okay. Rude. Rude. Hmm. Hmm. They immediately get the Echo spell? We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Our opponent's played a lot of good cards. Oh well, I gambled and got punished, right? Alright, well that's not the Echo spell. Maybe that's not an Echo spell. Maybe they got a Snowball. Oh, I should have swung first. Because that might get them to swing with this. I wasn't thinking. Or the Echo spell is Lightning Strike and I want to feel real dumb because they're just going to leave that up every turn and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. But, I mean, if they have 2 Lightning Strikes in hand, what the hell am I going to do, right? They Wisdomed and they didn't even hit Power, so they've got 5 spells in hand. Which is obnoxious. Yeah, I guess I'm swinging. I don't know. Alright. So they just have more executes? Their hands just all execute? I don't know, maybe because this is my best blocker, I'm supposed to leave it back and not try and kill him. But they've also got like 3 more spells up on me. I feel like trying to just end the game is in my favor. Alright, they stun that. Do they levitate this? Okay, so Echoed, Levitate. So now I get to levitate my own unit. And we get to trade off our Desperado. Wow, so they wanted to hide the fact they had an Echoed Levitate instead of trying to dig for their 6 power last turn? And they didn't want to block my 6/4 flyer? I mean, now they can. Unless I Plague. I can Dark Return Desperado, but nobody cares. I really want to Dark Return the Cobalt Acolyte. So let's see here. If I Plague, they can't Levitate to kill this. It's not the best Plague in the world, but it is a Plague. And I get to hit them for 6. Okay. Turns these into 2/2s, so this can block them. Alright, reasonable things. It's a pretty aggressive use of Plague, though. I could also just swing, let them trade 2 units, and Dark Return my Sapphire Dragon. That sounds pretty good. Which is better, using Dark Return or using Plague here? That becomes the question, right? I think using Dark Return is more valuable. Just because it's so expensive to do. And they're going to be like, they knew about that. What's going on? It's not always about being power efficient at this stage of the game. Like, you just have 7 power, you're probably going to be able to do what you want. Because, like, I could have Plagued and then still made them have to deal with this and then Dark Returned it at some other point. They really have 2 Desperados? What the fuck? Holding back just one unit here is really dangerous. Plague doesn't do a whole lot here. I don't get to play 2 units. But I also get to hit them for 7. Jeez, that's so good. I'll have... I know their hand is all spells. Well, not anymore. They've drawn so many cards. They could have multiple sigils at this point. I gotta attack. If not now, when, right? If not now, when? How many units have I killed? A good amount. I'll just draw one of my other Kobold Acolytes that I've got in my deck, and this thing will murder them off real hard. They ace phase here, though. It's pretty spooky. I would probably have to block. Alright, Cloud Snake. Dark Return. Nothing great. There's a Twilight Raptor, which will buff this, which will conveniently get it out of Plague range. And, in their estimation, mean that they could double block this. Of course, they can't do that, but they don't know that yet. Blah. That being said, they've got a scary board. That's why we hid Plague, for something like that. Alright, so our opponent drew more spells, but we made the most of ours. That was a tough one to win. That's an easy one to lose. That was, yeah. You had to make the most of every card in our hand there to get that one. Wow, a turn 2 Lethrai Ranger? This Twilight Raptor is going to be a little awkward, but at least if we don't draw power in our first 2 turns, I've got stuff to do. Oh, no Blood Beetle. Alright, didn't draw power on the first draw. In fact, drew a 4-drop. Pretty bad. Swiftblade hacks, cheats, and all other sorts of nonsense. I like this can just bounce off Swiftblade. This can maybe fit into my curve at some other point. I could double block the Swiftblade, but I'm not going to. Ooh, do they eat it? They don't eat it. Alright. I don't think it's worth swinging with this. I don't think it's worth it. But we're stuck on power, and we drew our 6-drop. That's rough. That's also rough. Wow. I will trade for this, though. Alright, well, now Kobold Acolyte shows up, but now this is, already did the Lightning Storm. I really don't want to use Kobold Acolyte on itself. I could use it on one of these, so I can Violent Gust it the next turn. But they're also in Feln. They're going to have Violent Gust targets. I think we just Kobold Acolyte on itself and have a double block available. They don't have Rapid Shot. That's going to be tough to come back from, though. If we hit power, I would have had a pretty easy time winning this game, though. Well, they probably have an Execute. But at least this would... Like, this wouldn't have died to Lightning Storm. This would have. Alright, we've got Frostkin. They have 3 power held up. God, feels like... I'm not gonna stun pre-combat because it doesn't do anything. What I'm gonna do is just swing with my 2-1. See if there's a pause. If they have Levitate, I can Violent Gust. If they don't, I get to play Frostkin and still stun the 3-3 anyways. Like, whatever. I could have swung with the 1-3 as well there, I guess, if I'm gonna have a 3-3 to block the 2-3. Deranged Dynamancer. Shit, that's bad. Where's Plague when you need it? Because I have one of those. I have 2 of those. I also have a Static Bolt and an Outblast. Oh, they're going to get a 5-5. That's a problem. I want to save this stun for the 5/5, but I also kind of want to kill them before they have an army of 5/5s that kill me. And if I want to do that, that means I actually stun Scaly Gruon here and swing with everything. That's pushing through 3 extra damage this turn. It gets me 2 3/3s on the board. Their 5/5 gets to hit me. But maybe I'll draw Execute. The other good news is at least it's not going to transform itself right away, so he still can draw Plague to kill it. It just means Ravenous Sword Beast is going to become a 5/5 here and hit me. So yeah, I kind of need to draw either like Power or Plague, and everything else is sort of terrible. Cobalt Acolyte means I might be able to win the... What? I mean, if they have Rapid Shot, I want to get it out of their hand. I'd rather do it now than double block the 5/5 and just get ruined. All right. Do I leave this back? Let's see. This is going to be swinging. This can block this. This is between 3. Yeah, I think the 3 damage is important enough. Ah, fuck me. They really have Backlash? Alright, we lose. Fuck. Oh, God. Well, if I draw Beast Caller's Amulet, and they have power in hand... Alright, Cobalt Acolyte. I have Violent Gust up. We get to kill one of their 5/5s. Okay, this is good. This is good. Plague is awesome here. Plague's a good draw. Static Bolt. Sure, we'll take it. I'll take 10 of them. I'll take every Static Bolt you can give me. Still not Plague. I would have preferred Plague, but I'll take the Static Bolt. So they're doing 5, we're doing 3. I potentially have a Sapphire Dragon showing up. Hopefully they're just drawing power. They don't like them. Execute. Excellent. Excellent draw. Oh my god, that's just fantastic. These are we're spitting out hot fire here. I could have swung with the 3/3 there. It crossed my mind, but it seemed unnecessary. Puma. All right, so power or spell. Power or spell. Serpent Trainer. And then here comes the Rhyme Scale Draconis. Oh, they have their own Plague. That really shuts down my clock. They get to swing with a lot here if they want to. They have a Plague of their own. But they're at 3. But they're going to go to 6. Alright, it's swung back in their favor. Can I draw a counter Plague? No, I get to just play my Sapphire Dragon. Do I want to make this trade? I still have the O2 back to block. I have a Sapphire Dragon. This is hitting me every turn. No, because I could draw Plague. So this could actually do 2 damage at some point. What? Spooky. I don't think they have anything, but I'm pretty sure I still make this block. I make this block. No, wait. Let's see here. They're going to 8, right? Now that they have execute, I still have lethal. Whew, these have been some tough ones to win. These have been some toughies.